Hey, what's up, y'all? And you have another exciting week of college football, week 11. Yep, the 2021 college football season is in the books. Now we're going to talk about some of my thoughts on this past weekend of college football. So first I'm going to okay. Okay. So anyway, I guess I'll start with Florida and Clown Mullen. Yeah, you gave up 52 points to Samford. Yeah, and FCS team is 52. Guess that was the most points ever allowed by an SEC team to an FCS team. So, yep. So they avoided a loss to an FCS team. Of course, remember in 2013 when they lost to Georgia Southern when they were still in the FCS. So, but of course they didn't give up 52 points though. Sort of the defense has just given up. That was just. Yeah, that might have been the worst performance by a Florida defense in decades. So. Yeah, as far as points given up, okay, maybe they've given up more points to better teams, but I'm just saying the fact they get 52 points combined with the fact that it's an FCS team makes it their worst defensive performance in decades. So anyway, yes, and then y'all, yes, and then yes, y'all did end up winning 70-7. The defense came to play. Yep, you fired Todd Grantham, and your defense got worse. And then you celebrated in the locker room after beating Samford. Yes, y'all were dancing in the locker room. I know. After beating Samford. So Dan Mullen has got to go, even though it won't hurt my feelings if Florida doesn't fire him. So let's see. Oh yeah, and Texas. You lost to Kansas. Yes, Kansas hadn't won a road. Kansas hadn't won a Big 12 game in 2 years. They were a 1-win team this year. Their only win was against South Dakota. Yes, and you found a way to lose to Kansas. So what is that? So you've lost to Kansas now twice in the last 6 years. Yes, that's more losses to Kansas in the last 6 years than anyone else in the Big 12. So, guessing Kansas had a first-year head coach too. So, yeah, well, his first year at Kansas. Yeah, I think he's coached somewhere else, maybe like Group of Five or FCS. But and also, of course, Steve Sarkisian has coached before at Washington. Even though he was terrible. Yes, even though he was terrible at Washington, and now he's terrible at Texas. So, I mean, and no, sorry, Texas fans, Sark is not getting fired. A coach is not getting fired after 1 year for anything on the field. So, yeah, y'all are stuck with him for at least next year. And yes, y'all are what, like 4-6. Yeah, you're not going to a bowl game. Yeah, you're going 4-8. But are we really surprised though? I mean, it's the same thing that Texas has been doing for 12 years. I mean, Texas is as Texas does. Yes, and then Kansas was up 35-14 at halftime, and then it was 42-21, and then they win in overtime, 49-49, and then and then Kansas went for 2 for the win, and they got it. So, congratulations, Kansas. Yep, on your big upset. Yeah, on winning your Super Bowl by beating a Big 12 team, which is Kansas's goal every year. Win at least one conference game. So let's see who else lost. Iowa State. Yep, Ames, Iowa. Yeah, you lost to Texas Tech, and now you've pretty much put yourself out of the Big 12 title hunt. And then let's see, and Auburn. Yep, y'all were up 28-3. Yep, 28-3. Just like the Falcons in the Super Bowl. And just like the Falcons, y'all found a way to lose. Yep, and then Mississippi State just came storming back in the second half. I think it was like 28-10 at halftime. Yep. So and then since being down 28-3, Mississippi State outscored Auburn 40-7. Yes, I know. So it's a great win for Mississippi State, and just a terrible loss for Auburn. So, and then you get West Virginia. Yep, you lost to Kansas State 34-17. Yeah, I'm not going to be too hard on you for that. Though I did pick y'all in that game though, which was stupid. So, see what else big happened. See, Georgia Tech lost again to Boston College. Yeah, 41-30. Yep, Georgia Tech. Yeah, you're an embarrassment to the state. So. Let's see, and then Florida State beat Miami 31-28, and Manny Diaz has been fired. That's tough. Yeah. And I thought Miami was gonna win too, but oh well. Yep. Yeah, looks like Florida State runs the state of Florida this year. Yeah, they're probably gonna beat Florida. So. Anyway, so what else happened? Oh, yeah, let's see. Of course, Georgia, destroyed Tennessee, 41-17, which I think that was my exact score prediction. So. Oh, but anyway, yep. Let's see. Missouri beat South Carolina, 31-28. Yeah, I thought South Carolina was gonna win, but they didn't. So Mizzou won, and they had their best defensive performance of the year. So let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, Baylor exposed Oklahoma 27-14. I mean, Oklahoma, yeah, just not a good team this year. Well, I mean, they are a good team, but just not a playoff team. Anyway, but I mean, they could still win the Big 12 though, but probably not making the playoffs. So. And then as for Oklahoma State, got a big win over TCU, 63-17. And it looks like we're probably headed toward it could be headed toward an Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State Big 12 title game. So they could end up playing in back-to-back weeks. So every year, I guess, and looks like the pattern is still I'm gonna hold. It has been Oklahoma versus another Big 12 team and a different team every time. So in 2017 it was TCU, in 18 it was Texas, 19 it was Baylor, and last year it was Iowa State. So it looks like this year it's going to be Oklahoma State. So even though I did pick Iowa State to make it back to the Big 12 championship, but that's not going to happen. I guess I don't think I was the only one. I think that a lot of people picked Iowa to go, Iowa State, go 10-2, make the Big 12 title game. But I guess we forgot that they're Iowa State. So let's see. And speaking of teams that I thought were going to be way better than they actually are, Yep, Indiana. Yep, just got destroyed by Rutgers, 38-3, and Indiana is a 2-win team. When I had them going 9-3, so I was way wrong on Indiana. Let's see what else happened. Oh, yeah, Ole Miss. It beat Texas A&M 29-19. You know that let's see, Ole Miss jumped out to a 15-0 lead. Anyway, it wasn't like 15-3 at halftime. And then A&M did come back. And then what was the score? I mean, and it was like 15-13, so it was like a 2-point game. And then A&M threw 2 interceptions late in the fourth quarter to seal their doom. Whereas both interceptions led to touchdowns. Right, so then it was 22-13. And then the pick six that made it 29-13. So, and then that was the game. So just a pitiful performance on offense by A&M. So, but big win for Ole Miss though. Anyway, let's see, and then more teams. See, Oregon State did beat Stanford 35-14. Yes, Stanford is just terrible this year. Yeah, they're probably gonna fire David Shaw if they haven't already. So I'm guess what this is now 3 years of this. I guess 3 straight losing seasons. I'm in Stanford. Used to be a powerhouse. They were competing for Pac-12 titles and New Year's Six bowls. Just 5 years ago. So I mean, so I don't know what's happened, but it's just completely unacceptable. So David Shaw, he's gone probably. And then Oregon State, yes, is bowl eligible for the first time since 2013. Yeah, they beat Boise State in the Hawaii Bowl. So yeah. So then yeah, a lot better than I thought they would be. I think I had them going 10-2. Now they have 6 wins. So I think better than anyone expected. Let's see. And I did pick Washington to beat Arizona State. They lost 35-30. Oh well. I tried. And also happens. See, Oregon beat Washington State. So they remain on top of the standings for the Pac-12 North. So if Oregon gets one more win, they would clinch the North. Still got to get past Utah and Oregon State. I guess they did beat Washington State 38-24. Anything else? Oh, yeah, let's see. Wake Forest. Yep, barely beats another team. Yep, this time they beat NC State 45-42. I mean, Wake Forest. Great, really good offense, but terrible defense, and it did cost them against North Carolina, who they lost to by 3. They also have 3 wins by 3 points. Yes, wins over Louisville, Syracuse, and now NC State by 3 points. So I guess they're 9-1, but they could easily be 5-4. So right, but it looks like Wake Forest is headed to the ACC title game. So it looks like we are going to get a Wake Forest versus Pitt ACC championship. Yes, speaking of Pitt, yes, they did beat North Carolina 30-23 in overtime. So let's see, Notre Dame beat Virginia 28-3, but no comeback in that one. Let's see, anything else big happened? And then Arkansas State and Butch Jones got a win. They're on their first Sun Belt win of the season. They beat ULM. So they now have 2 wins. Their other win was against an FCS. So anyway, let's see, anything else? Let's see. Michigan State, bounced back after their loss to Purdue. Yep, they beat Maryland like 40-21. Right, another big day for Kenneth Walker. His Heisman campaign continues. Let's see, and then speaking of Purdue, Ohio State did beat Purdue 59-31. So and it's now Ohio State and C.J. Stroud. Yep, they lit up Purdue. So his Heisman campaign stays on. And then let's see. Alabama destroyed New Mexico State 59-3. Nobody cares. Let's see. Arkansas beat LSU 16-13. Let's see. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.